In Level 3, we will be working with square roots and cube roots and contact. This means that we'll be solving other types of math problems that will just involve square roots or cube roots. In this first example, they give us an expression for the area of a rectangle, and they give us another expression for the width of the rectangle. And it says to find a simplified radical expression for the length. So when we work with the area of a rectangle, we use the formula area is length times width. In this problem, we're trying to find the length. And we know the area and we know the width. We can do the area divided by the width to get the length. So to find an expression for the length of this rectangle, we're going to divide the square root of 150 x to the 4th y to the 7th divided by the square root of 30 x y to the 4th. And I'm going to put this under one giant square root and simplify the inside first. Okay, so 150 divided by 30 is 5. X to the 4th over x would be x to the 3rd on the top. If I subtract the exponents, remember this is x to the 1st. And y to the 7th over y to the 4th, subtract the exponents and we get y to the 3rd. And we have nothing left in the bottom, so we get the square root of 5x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd. Now we just have to simplify the radical. The 5 is not going to be able to come out, but I can take out one x, because I have at least one pair of x's, and I have one pair of y's, so I can take out an x and a y, and I leave the 5. I have an extra x left inside and an extra y. And there is my expression for the width. In the next example, it says given the function f of x equals the square root of 5x to the 4th, find a simplified radical expression for f of 2w to the 5th. What we're doing here is we're plugging 2w to the 5th in for x. So I write my function f of x is 5, and then I replace x with 2w to the 5th, and then it's to the 4th power. So that x was replaced with this expression 2w to the 5th. And now I just have to simplify. First I raise both things inside to the 4th power. And I just leave the 5, so we get 5 times 2 to the 4th, which is 16. W to the 5th raised to the 4th power, we multiply the exponents and we get w to the 20th. And now I can multiply 5 times 16, that's 80, w to the 20th. And now I just have to simplify my radical. 80 is 8 times 10, 4 times 2, 2 times 2, and 2 times 5. So we have a pair of 2's, another pair of 2's, and a 5 left inside. That means if I take out 2 2's, I take out a 4. I leave some space, and the 5 stays inside. And then w to the 20th, I've got 10 pairs of w's, so I take out w to the 10th. And that's my final answer.